Hey everybody, we're back with our buttermilk pancake recipe. Now these are buttermilk pancakes from scratch, and I normally make these using as much organic ingredients as possible. And quality of your ingredients makes a difference in the end product. So these buttermilk pancakes are outrageously wonderful, and I'd like to share this recipe with you now. Hey guys, how are you? It is my anniversary weekend, so I decided to wake up early. It's actually not that early, but decided to wake up and surprise my wife with some pancakes that I'm making from scratch here. This is what I have so far. I have some butter I'm melting in the back. It's like a half stick of butter. 2 cups of flour, some buttermilk. I use this light buttermilk over here. Some eggs. I have 2 eggs beaten. I'm going to be adding some baking soda, some baking powder, and some salt. I'm also going to doctor this up with a little bit of cinnamon, one of the things I like to do, and vanilla. But right now what I'm doing is I am melting my butter, and you're going to need some butter. All of the details for this buttermilk recipe for pancakes can be found on my website over there. So I would definitely check that out. This one is really worth making. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take all of my wet ingredients here, like the eggs and the milk and the butter that I've just melted up, and I'm going to mix them in this bowl. There's 2 eggs in there. I'm going to take all the dry ingredients, I'm going to mix them in that bowl, then I'm going to mix them all together and make a batter. It's really that easy. This is way easier than I originally thought to make, and the pancakes come out absolutely wonderful. Way better than you could get from any mix or anything like that. So yeah, I also wanted to say that I use the reduced fat buttermilk, and that works out just fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix those things up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to start by mixing my dry stuff while I'm waiting for the butter to cool off a little bit. I'm mixing in some salt. I'm going to be mixing in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And 2 teaspoons of baking soda. A little extra, well, oh well. I'll take whatever's left in my spoon and just put it out. Right. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix this together, these dry ingredients together. With a spoon. Okay. And on this side, I'm going to got my eggs. I'm going to be pouring in my buttermilk. Give that a nice stir. Take my melted butter, add that to the equation. Give that a nice little stir. And now I'm going to be adding my other dry stuff to that. See how easy this is? Comes out really, really good. Not difficult at all. Some people use a whisk. I'm not going to use a whisk, I'm going to use a fork. Now, you don't want to beat this too much. You don't want it to be completely obliterated, but you do want to incorporate it all. Stir it in there well, and try to get an idea of the consistency of it. Now, if you notice, this is kind of thick. Alright? That's why I left my buttermilk out, because I'm going to add a little bit more buttermilk until I get this to be the consistency that I want. It's kind of a little bit different every time you do it. Depending on, I don't know, your flour, the humidity in the air, I don't know. Mix a little bit more of that in. So you get it to where you kind of want it. You know, you're really going more off the consistency of it. Alright. Now that we got that like that, what I'm going to do, one of the things I normally like to do with pancakes and waffles and things like that, is I have some organic vanilla extract. So I add like that, and some cinnamon. You can see the vanilla extract, the real one has, you can see the flecks of vanilla bean in there. So I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon. It's optional, but I love cinnamon, so it's there. I'm going to stir that in. And I'm going to let this sit for like 20 minutes before I start making pancakes. Alright, so there you go. Pancake batter, and you would make pancakes with this the same way you'd make pancakes from a mix. You'd put them in the pan, heat up the pan first. You know, usually I use either non-stick spray or butter in the pan, and you know, flip the pancakes when they're ready to be flipped, however you like them, and that's it. You'll have some delicious pancakes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pictures of the pancakes after I'm done making them, and you'll be able to see that. But this is what I'm doing. I'm making a special anniversary breakfast for my wife, and you'll see how these turn out. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so after the batter's been sitting for about 15-20 minutes, it gets a little spongy. And I've heated up my pan over here with, I actually used coconut oil this time around in the pan. The coconut oil is a really great oil to use. It's healthy for you if you look up the latest on coconut oil. So after you get your pan heated up, you know, I take a ladle and I ladle in some of the batter into the pan that's hot, and you'll see it get hot, a little bit bubbly around the sides, a couple minutes. Then you could get your spatula underneath the pancake and flip it over. I'm sure you all know how to make pancakes by now. It's the same steps that you would take with pancakes that you would make from a mix. But you know, don't these look great? They really are amazing. The batter is a little bit thicker as you go, so you're going to want to spread it around in the pan a little bit. But they make really nice, light, and fluffy pancakes. Really delicious pancakes. So yeah, it's the same process that you use to make other pancakes from a mix, but these are much lighter, fluffier, and better. These blow away what you would get at IHOP or any other pancake place, so definitely give them a shot. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my video channel here on YouTube, and check out my blog at www.cooking-italian-recipes.com for great Italian recipes, tips on organic gardening, winemaking, and herbalism, and all other kind of fun stuff that I'm into. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, tell your friends. Take care.